What's up guys, Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Merry Christmas Eve to all those that celebrate, happy holidays and Happy New Year. We're going to run through a quick video through a variety of alts and some recent news and the price chart. So overall, on the monthly time frame for all of these price charts, we can see Bitcoin pushing up very nicely, holding above 40K, and we're seeing a lot of assets that are still well below, getting that recovery up to this 21 EMA. So provided Bitcoin holds above 40,000, we're going to see a lot of other alts that are still at lower levels to retrace up to this 21 EMA like we've seen over the past few weeks. We have exceptions like assets that are pushing into new highs, so we have Injective absolutely exploding, monthly RSI piercing into overbought. Each time Bitcoin has done this as well in the monthly time frame into overbought, piercing through purple above 70, we create an all-time high price. We have on the left-hand side Fetch pushing up and challenging its previous all-time high, which is great. We also have AVAX exploding past the 21 EMA, crossing the 50 line and getting that bullish continuation. We have Render pushing past the 21 EMA and continuing higher. Same thing with Rose on the right-hand side, crossing the 50 line with the RSI. We have a variety of alts that have been at these bear market lows, getting that volume, pushing past the 50 line as you can see here, or even approaching it just like Atom, and then reaching the 21 EMA on the monthly time frame. So we have DOT right there, and then on the right-hand side, we also have Atom. And in this watch list, I have over 300 assets. I've scrolled through all of these, and we're seeing a bunch left and right, retracing up to the 21 EMA, even surpassing it. So we have VThor, we have Cardano on the right. We have HBAR finally surpassing the 21 EMA on the monthly time frame. Notice we're starting to poke past the 50 line right there on the RSI. And we even have alts like Algo or Algorand finally starting to show signs of life this recovery. From its cycle low at 8.8 cents, drawing as high as 25 cents or over 185%. Its 21 EMA is right around 29 cents. We have Cadena finally starting to wake up, approaching that level as well. We have DAG that actually has wicked above it. We also have API3 to the very wick, reaching the 21 EMA on the monthly time frame, crossing the 50 line with the RSI. We have Aave on the right doing the same thing, crossing the 50 line on the RSI and reaching this EMA. We have XRP above this level, same thing for Ethereum. We have Moon River absolutely exploding from the lows and reaching this level to the very wick, over a 1000% move. We had XTC explode past this level a while back, coming all the way up to the R1, now consolidating back above this EMA. In Stellar or XLM, notice we wicked above this level. We actually encountered resistance on the 50 line for the monthly RSI right there, and we're curling back up to challenge this level again. So I'm really just watching a variety of laggards that are still below the 21 EMA and have yet to curl up to the 50 line on the RSI on the monthly time frame. So we have Chili's or CHZ, we have Harmony 1 still low, we have Compound still in accumulation here below the 21 EMA, and Casper as well, yet to even reach the 21 EMA on the monthly time frame. So the big question is we have a variety of leaders on the right-hand side. So we have Solana absolutely exploding, monthly RSI crossing 50 line, going and potentially poking into overbought. If this does happen, I could see an all-time high price. We have Render doing the same thing, backtest on this level and now running even higher. We have Fetch doing the same thing, running even higher, monthly RSI taking off. And then of course alts like Injective just blasting off into a new all-time high price. And note, we are in overbought creating a new high. So the big question I have for the future, looking at the monthly chart, which means it takes a while to draw, are the leaders like Injective, Solana, AVAX, Fetch, a variety of assets that have already drawn very strong retracements, Render included, leading the way for the market to retrace for 2024. And are we drawing into all-time high prices like we saw for the 2016 or 2017 super cycle into highs, or are we going to reject like we saw from 2019 back into reaccumulation for the 2020 crash? Bitcoin is still yet to reach the 618, but I am monitoring this trend line as well. So looking at the Casper price chart on the monthly time frame, we've yet to even retrace up to the 21 EMA. The RSI is still super low. If this does have room to run, it's insane. But again, if you don't believe in Casper, that's fine. Don't hold it. I'm personally keeping my long-term holdings. I'm not going to be rotating anything until prices are much higher. If you hold Casper or any other asset that is still well below the 21 EMA on the monthly time frame, it is yet to even see the big price rise that we've seen a variety of assets already do. And you've actually researched the project on your own and you're genuinely worried about the success, maybe don't hold it. Casper is one of my biggest holdings alongside XRP, HBAR, Algo, etc. I'm going to be holding it, taking the chance. Bitcoin is not at an all-time high price where we see the largest moves for the altcoin market, and just want to emphasize, remember HBAR ran sideways for 200 days as Bitcoin did a 2x last cycle, and then once Bitcoin pushed into an all-time high price, 3 weeks later HBAR finally took off from this level. And after taking off, it did well over a 1000% move. So for anybody genuinely worried holding an asset that is yet to move, such as Casper, and you think you can get a better rate of return with those holdings somewhere else, be my guest. But for me, I've allocated the right amount of funds that I'm comfortable in each of the assets I hold, and I'm simply waiting. We've never seen Casper in a bull run, we've never seen the monthly RSI even come up to the 50 line or cross. We're seeing a variety of assets even rose, crossing that 50 line on the monthly time frame and getting that strong continuation. What I also don't understand is on Twitter, everybody talks about the tokenomics in supply and saying that Casper's tokenomics are the reason it won't pump, and that's not true. We still have the fair value gap on the weekly time frame up at 7 cents. Until Casper actually breaks above this level and closes and breaks out of this accumulation, it's all just noise. And friendly reminder, if Casper fails or when Bitcoin is pushing into an all-time high price and Casper doesn't rocket, it's not because of the supply. It would be because of basic supply and demand and not enough transactions on the network to drive demand to Casper. Casper is an asset that has never seen a bull run compared to a variety of other assets. Its market cap is still under $1 billion. And remember, the CEO of Casper Labs said last year that they expect the network to be at full capacity by 2027. Considering the tokenomics, which we'll dive into in this video, if Casper reached the market capitalizations that Solana and Cardano hit in 2021, that would be over $6 to $8, or even the market caps of Litecoin and Avalanche well over $2. Algo's all-time high market cap over $1, or even HBAR's all-time high market cap around the weekly candle bodies at 60 cents. Now let's say within the next 2 years, Bitcoin is pushing into a new all-time high price. A variety of assets are going to take off and have a much higher rate of return than Bitcoin. When Bitcoin pushed into a new all-time high price last cycle, taking out the previous highs of around 19 to 20K, HBAR then did over a 1000% move. But for the 200 days leading up to that, while Bitcoin did over a 2x, HBAR did nothing. It was a pump and dump for over 200 days. So whether or not you think Casper actually fails and goes to zero, whether you think it just retraces up around the 15-20 cent level, bounces around, or even goes into an all-time high price long term, per the market cap and the tokenomics, it's possible. So looking at Casper, understanding its circulating supply, its tokenomics, and its price point at a variety of market caps. People are worried about the annual inflation rate of 8%, but I just want to emphasize it doesn't add up as much as you think. Remember, Cardano had a circulating supply of 32 billion, nearly 2.7 times larger than Casper's supply today, and it still hit over $3. Casper won't have that supply until 2036. Stellar XLM in 2021 had a 23 billion circulating supply, nearly twice as large as Casper today. Casper won't have that supply until 2031. For me, I'm just looking at these next few years. I'm not really thinking about 2030 and beyond. And friendly reminder, nearly 70% of the total supply is locked up, securing and validating transactions. So when we look at the total supply, even thinking about 70% that is actually staked, this is how much Casper is actually available for exchanges, enterprise applications, and retail investors. So I see a lot of comments on Twitter talking about infinite supply, but friendly reminder, there are a variety of assets with no max supply or an infinite supply, such as Ethereum. It hit an all-time high market cap of 570 billion. We have Polkadot with an infinite supply. Its all-time high market cap was over 50 billion. A $50 billion market cap for Casper today would be over $4. From current price to even $4 is almost a 100x over a 95x. Now, I'm not saying Casper does that in a single bull run, but I just want to point out the potential. Solana has no max supply. Its all-time high market cap was 70 to 80 billion. What about Doge? Its all-time high market cap on CoinMarketCap was 84 billion. If you go to charts.cointrader, its all-time high market cap was over 90 billion. Tron's another asset with no max supply. Its all-time high market cap on CoinTrader was 19 billion. A $19 billion market cap for Casper would be $1.60. Monero, privacy coin, its all-time high market cap was 9 billion. Casper at a $9 billion market cap would be over 70 cents. EOS has an infinite supply. Its all-time high market cap was 16 to 18 billion. And even Harmony One has an infinite supply. Its all-time high market cap was 4 billion. For Casper, that would be over 30 cents. So for anybody to say the supply is the reason Casper's not going to do well, that's false. The reason Casper wouldn't do well if it failed is because of lack of adoption. And there's a variety of people that believe HBAR can reach $1 plus. Its max supply is 50 billion, significantly larger than Casper. Casper won't even have a 30 billion circulating supply until 2035. So there are assets with circulating supplies 2 times, even 3 times larger than Casper, and they reach crazy high valuations when Bitcoin is pushing into a new all-time high price. And notice the annual 8% inflation rate is less than the APY. So all of my Casper is just being staked long-term, earning over 10% APY just compounding. And the inflation rate can also be lowered if a proposal is made in the GitHub of Casper Network in the CEPs or the CEPs. So if there were a proposal to lower the annual inflation rate and the validators agreed that that was in the best interest of the network, they could make it happen. And for reference, here's the equation that determines the Casper APY. Right on CSPR.live, you take the total Casper supply divided by the total number of Casper being staked or bonded that are securing the network, and then you multiply that by the 8% inflation rate. So right now we're 60 to 70% bonded. If it drops down to 50%, the APY would actually increase to 16%. But if a lot of people were delegating their Casper and this increased to 90%, the Casper APY would actually decrease down to 8.8. So if we stay between 50 to 90%, the rewards for Casper are going to range from 8 to 16%, which is a lot higher than most chains. So I just wanted to run through that and share my thoughts. If you think Casper fails, it's not because of the supply, it's because long term they're not able to get actual adoption in transactions. All of these alts have no max supply or an infinite supply or even Solana that has lied about their supply. And they've still reached multi-billion-dollar market caps. And Casper has never experienced a bull run where Bitcoin is pushing into a new all-time high price. And if ADA went over $3 with a supply that's nearly 2.7 times larger than Casper, it's possible for Casper too. So Casper's circulating supply is 11.6 billion right there, and look at these other assets right there. ADA over 35 billion, XLM 28 billion, and HBAR over 30 billion. A lot of retail investors believe that ADA, XLM, and HBAR with enterprise adoption can surpass $1, and that would require market caps of around 30 billion. For Casper to reach $1, it doesn't require a market cap over 30 billion, it actually requires a market cap closer to 12 billion. So I just wanted to run through that, and friendly reminder, on YouTube after all these years, I have never been paid to talk about XRP, HBAR, Algo, or Casper. I believe in these networks long term. I had no idea the bear market would be so brutal. I've been humbled every single cycle, but I'm sharing my honest thoughts and showing you numbers and things that we've seen in the past with different alt valuations during a bull run when Bitcoin is pushing into a new all-time high. So if you're genuinely worried about any holding that you have in it not succeeding or other assets having a better rate of return, decide for yourselves, but I'm holding my Casper long term. I'm either going to be right or wrong. GitHub is still active. Casper has the Blockchain Hub Davos or Web3 Hub Davos next month. We've yet to be listed on a T1 exchange like Coinbase or Binance. There's a lot of potential catalysts. So we'll keep this video short and sweet, guys. I'm still getting over a cold, and Merry Christmas Eve to all that celebrate. Just wanted to run through that. Remember, Casper's chosen by IBM to be used as AI governance with Watson X, their new platform that's launching. I know seeing other assets starting to retrace isn't fun, especially if Casper hasn't even moved, and I get that. I have a lot of long-term faith in a variety of assets, and the biggest moves is when Bitcoin is pushing into an all-time high price. And when Bitcoin is pushing into an all-time high price, even looking at the past couple cycles, even scams or projects that were dead did retrace and do multi-100% moves. And I put this tweet out yesterday just emphasizing a lot of newcomers in this asset class, they view early crypto investors, they got XRP at half a penny or Ethereum at $5 or even Bitcoin under $100 as pure luck. And absolutely, luck and timing definitely played a part, but we have to remember holding assets for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years plus isn't just luck. Through a variety of bear markets where assets crashed 90%, there were black swan events, Mt. Gox, different hacks, and just constant MSM FUD and even regulatory fears. So anybody who's made a killing in crypto holding an asset doing a 10x, a 50x, or a 100x, it's not just pure luck. It really is the epitome of conviction, insane patience for multiple years, and maybe even a little delusion to realize those gains. So whether you think Bitcoin pushes into an all-time high in 2024 or much later, when Bitcoin is pushing into an all-time high price per multiple cycles over the past 10 years, we've seen a variety of altcoins have a higher rate of return. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy holidays, and until next time. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate if you could hit the like button, let me know your thoughts down below, and my link tree is linked in the top of this YouTube video description, with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.